Hey, it's Chris King. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about how an ancient spiritual practice can help you in your modern day-to-day business life. And that practice is the art of smudging. If you've never heard of smudging, it's pretty simple and it really creates just a powerful container of clarity and focus and purpose for whatever it is you want to do at that time in your business or in your life. Smudging is burning certain plants that have historically known to have powerful cleansing and spiritual properties, setting those plants on fire and letting them burn so that they release smoke into the air, which creates a container of that purpose and focus and clarity, but also removes any negative energy or feelings or beliefs or emotional baggage that's holding you back. And I know it sounds really esoteric and out there, but it really has a lot of truth in it. And there's even some science that backs it up. You know, these plants like sage and Palo Santo and cedar and juniper, they all have these really strong antimicrobial properties. So when you burn them, the smoke has a real cleansing effect in that it's killing harmful microbes and things that are in the air that keep us from being healthy. So there is some science to it too, but also it really is an emotional, philosophical, psychological effect. And if you've ever done it before, you know that your space and yourself, you just feel a lot better after you do this. It's hard to explain, but once you have, trust me, you'll do it all the time because it does really help center yourself. And you know, we have such a crazy world. There's so much going on. There's so many distractions. We really need some kind of practice that can help us bring us back to our center, get rid of those distractions, get rid of those negative feelings that are slowing us down, and help us do what we want to do. So what are some times that you could use this? When would you want to use smudging in your business or work life? Let's say it's like this. In the morning, you're sitting down to your most important activity. For me today, that's making this video for you. And you want to get clear. You want to get focused. You want to leave everything behind that's keeping you from doing that good work. That's the perfect time to smudge because it's just a physical experience that gets you centered, that gets you focused on what you need to do. It's a wonderful time to use this practice. Another time could be when you're working with people. Let's say you're trying to get clear and focused for your client that you're about to work with because you want to be present with that person. You want to show up for them. You want to be your best self. You want to be listening. You want to be receptive. You want to take care of them and really serve them. Take a few seconds to smudge, to burn some plants or use one of these smokeless products like we make in our company Juniper Mist, and create that space so that you can really show up for that person and do a great job for them. Another time could be if you've had a lot of people in your space, say you're a massage therapist or a doctor, or maybe you have a retail store and you've had a lot of people come in and those people have been great for the most part. Maybe a few of them have been a little upset or brought some negative energy to this place or complained or whatever, and you want to just clear that space and start fresh. That's another perfect time to use a smudging practice to help clear your space, start fresh, begin anew, and set a wonderful container for future work to happen. There are so many times that you can use this practice. It's so simple to do, and it really just helps you feel good about what you're doing. So let's talk about how to do that. What are some of the plants you can use? You can use pretty much any plant that resonates with you, but there are some that have been traditionally used over time because they're thought to have mystical properties, high cleansing effects, like I was saying with the antimicrobial properties, and they just have a lot of history steeped around them. One of those is Palo Santo. Palo Santo is an ancient wood from South America. It was been used by shamans and holy people there for centuries, before ceremony, for healing, for personal growth. It's just a really powerful, wonderful plant. The way it works is the tree has to die naturally. So you can't just go down there and cut a Palo Santo tree and use the wood. It has to naturally die and lay on the forest floor for 3 to 5 years and decompose on its own for the oils that create that cleansing effect to concentrate in the wood. and only then can it be burned for this purpose. Pretty cool story. And if you ever have a piece of Palo Santo, just smell it. It has a very unique, grounding, deep aroma. I absolutely love it. This is available all over the place. If you want to use an herb that's more traditionally used in the North American region, you can check out white sage. This is an herb that's been traditionally used by native people in this continent, and it's super powerful as well. It has a very wonderful cleansing smell to it and can serve in the same way as Palo Santo. Some people have issues around using these types of plants and woods because they come from far away. They have stigma from the cultures that they were used in. There's some talk of cultural appropriation. So if you're concerned about that, just use a plant that grows in your region. Like for example, we're here in Sedona. There's a ton of juniper trees. Juniper is a wonderful cleansing herb. It's a wonderful plant. And you can just go out there and cut a little bit off a tree in your backyard or in the forest, let it dry out, and make your own smudging herbs that way. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy this stuff to accomplish what you want to do. It's available anywhere. If you live near cedar trees, those are fantastic. Pine, rosemary, these are all lavender. They're all great herbs. Some might even be growing in your garden. They're all fantastic herbs. They help you set that space, clear negative energy, and create container for the work you want to do. Now, let's say you don't want to burn things. Let's say you don't like smoke, or you can't have smoke in your place of work, or you can't have smoke at your office or in your apartment. At Juniper Mist, which is our company, we make a smokeless smudge spray. And this has the essence of those plants, like this is the Palo Santo version. We use real Palo Santo essential oil that we source directly from Peru and Ecuador. We have a sage version, which uses the essential oil of sage. We have lavender. And this is a really cool product because you don't have to have smoke. All you have to do is shake it up, stir the oils, give a few spritz around your desk or in your workspace, and helps you create that calm, focused space. Either of those work. Even simply just setting an intention, smudging with your mind can help. So much of business success, yes, it has to do with the techniques, the marketing, the branding, the advertising, the production of your products. All those skills are important. But what's also equally, if not more important, is the thoughts and beliefs that you have in your mind. Right? We all know that on some level we are creating our reality through our minds. So wouldn't it be important to also have some psychological and spiritual practices in our businesses that we use all the time too? You can do all you want on the skill side, but if you don't have the spiritual side and the psychological side, and you've got these limiting beliefs in your mind that are holding you back, none of those skills will get you to where you want to go. You've got to look at the overall picture. Lastly, I'm going to burn a little bit of sage just so you see how this works. If you do want to use some smudging herbs that you actually burn instead of the spray, it's up to you. But let's take something like this sage, and all you need is a little tiny piece. You see these big giant sage wands and people light those and smoke everywhere. You don't really need that. It's such a powerful plant, just one little leaf. Light it on fire with a lighter. Let it burn for a few seconds. Blow it out. And see, that makes a good amount of smoke. You can bathe yourself in that smoke. You can move it around your workspace, around your computer, the tools you use, the office you work in. Just move that smoke around. Take a minute to take a few deep breaths and set an intention for what it is you're about to do. Set that intention of presence, of peace, of focus, of clarity, of understanding, of receptivity, whatever the qualities you want of your work to be. Take that moment to set that intention. You'll be amazed at how much this changes the work that you're already doing. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, leave a comment below. Tell me if you've smudged before. Go out and try it. Tell me how it feels for you, what the effects are like. Because really, like I was saying, it really is a feeling thing. It's an emotional thing. You can't describe it until you've actually done it. So give it a try and let me know what you think.